So we are doing verbs now on page numero 189, 199. And these are the OIR ending verbs. So the first verb that we are attacking, should I say, is the verb devoir, faire le devoir. So, je dois faire le devoir. So, what I told them is that first you need to conjugate the verb devoir, and then you need to add whichever verb that the activity that you're going to do is. So, basically, devoir forms your auxiliary verb and followed by the main verb. And the main verb is always in its infinitive form. Okay, so yeah, Dhruv, can you read this conjugation? Je dois.
Je dois, tu dois, il doit, elle doit, on doit. Nous, nous devons,
Devons.
devons, vous devez, and then il devait.
Il, elle doivent.
Doit,
Doivent.
doivent. Okay.
Yes, doivent.
They are like a little bit similar to IR verbs, but something is changed here.
No, yeah, it's not. No, yeah, IS, IT, IT. Till here
Ha
you are
ha
saying.
ha. Ha
Yes.
ha.
And then the remaining part is different. Yeah.
Ha ha.
Right. Then pouvoir, if you see, it's completely different. PEUX. That is pronounced as per. Je peux, tu peux, il peut, elle peut. Nous pouvons, vous pouvez, il, elle peuvent. So at best, what I can say, if you have to draw some kind of a sense to it, then look at the nous and the vous form. They look a lot like the parent, the vont, the way. Whereas the je, tu, il, elle, they have a pattern of their own, DOIS, UIS, UIT, DOIVENT. So they follow a pattern. Similarly with pouvoir, PEUX, PEUX, PEUT. But nous and vous, they look like the parent verb. They look like the infinitive to certain extent. Other than that, the je, tu, il, elle, they have a pattern of their own, PEUX, PEUX. Got it? So that is one thing probably that can help you in learning the verb. That is, I can do something. I think we have used Japa somewhere. No, not as yet. We'll be using it then very soon. So even when I want to say I want to do something, Japa, and then you ask the question. Then you have verb savoir, which means to know. To know something. So it has its own conjugation SAIS, SAIS, SAIT. Again, the nous and vous have some semblance to the parent verb. Savons, savez. And il, elle is also like that, sav. Il, elle is also like that in case of savoir, to know.
And it also said to know someone, to know someone, is it?
No, this is to know something, not someone.
Something. Okay.
Not
Okay.
to know someone.
Okay.
For someone, we have another verb which is called as connaître. Then you have verb voir. Voir is to see. Again, VOIS, OIS, OIT, like Satyajit, you said, IS, IS, IT, IT. Nous voyons, vous voyez, il, elle voit. Want to read it, Satyajit?
Yeah. Je vois, tu vois, il voit, elle voit, on voit. Nous voyons, voyons, vous voyez,
Voyez.
il voyait, elle voyait.
No, there is no ye over here, if you notice.
Okay. So
Il, elle voit.
voit, il, elle voit. Okay.
Because ENT, though you can't pronounce, so only up to that you can say il voit.
Yeah.
Anushka, say Claire.
Claire, ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
Ma'am,
You
one question here. To know something, then knowledge, the noun, what we can say, knowledge, noun.
Yeah, I'll
Like-
come to that. I'll just give
Okay.
you a, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Then you have vouloir, OIR, which means to want. I want something. You want something. He wants something. Again, it follows the pouvoir pattern. Je veux, tu veux, il veut, elle veut. Nous voulons, vous voulez. Again, they are like their parents. and il world. So this is when you want something. As we start using it, you will find, more connection, to be more connected towards these verbs. In the meantime, just make it a practice to just keep by-hearting them so that when we start using them, you're able to recollect, okay, yes, I learned the conjugation. So I know.
So here, ma'am, only devoir, pouvoir, and pouvoir. These are two modal verbs, and this last one, can we take it as a modal verb also? To want something?
No, but you don't need it. I mean, je veux du café. I want some coffee.
Okay, that's all. Like I want to drink coffee, that will be a different context.
Same
Okay.
thing. Je veux boire du café. So it can be used as a modal verb. It can be used as the main verb.
Okay, okay, understood. Understood. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you asked me about the nouns. So one thing about these verbs is that they are also nouns. If you put a le in front of them, then they are your nouns. Le devoir. Le devoir is the duty, and normally it is used in connection to the soldiers, or it's your duty to the nation. In that sense, le devoir is used. And les devoirs is used for homework. Les devoirs, homework is always in plural.
Okay.
It's never in singular. Okay? So, devoir is also used as a noun. Same thing with pouvoir. Le pouvoir means power.
So then, le savoir means knowledge. Got it.
And les pouvoir means the government. The powers, when they say, it actually means the government, le gouvernement. So in news and all, when you hear les pouvoirs, etc., it refers either specifically to the government of a particular country or many countries and their government. Okay, so pouvoir is used in the political sense, and le pouvoir means a power to do anything. So you drink milk and you get power to do activities, so that pouvoir also comes here. Savoir is knowledge. Le savoir, les savoir. Normally we use it as les savoir. That is knowledge, because knowledge means you might know many things. So you cannot categorize it as a singular noun. So normally it's les savoir. You hardly use it as a singular noun. Then voir. Le voir is the look. The look. And the vouloir is the wish. So all these can be used as nouns. Now there's a saying in French. If you can tell me what is it in English?
Knowledge is power.
No. No.
Want is power. Want to have power. Want is power. Power is want.
I have not written le vouloir, say le pouvoir.
Okay. Wish is the power.
No. Anushka, any guesses?
No, I kind of guess what Dhruv guessed first, but
Okay.
it's not.
Okay, it means where there is a wish, there is a where there is a want, there is where there is a
Yeah,
will,
when there is a will, there is a
When
way.
there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, where there's
The
a will,
Rusty
there's
Crow.
a way. Yeah, so to wish for is to be able to. So when you wish for something, you'll be able to do something. So that is the English one which you all told me. Where there is a wish, there is a way.
That was so William Shakespeare. Looked
This one?
something and meant something else.
No, but it is so obvious. Vouloir is to want and pouvoir is to be able to. So if you, to want is to be able to.
Pouvoir is power as well, right?
Yeah, but I told you I'm not use the article le.
Right.
So that is one, difference that is there between many of the proverbs in English and French. The French use the infinitives in the verb format, and English use the nouns. Where there is a will, there is a way. So we use nouns and they use the infinitives.
Okay.
Yes. So
Many
this is
proverbs you'll
how,
find in infinitive format.
okay. And this is how we can nominalize any verb. Is it possible or not with every verbs? I mean, we have nominalized these verbs with not every verbs.
Not every verb, yeah, not
Huh.
every.
With some, like this. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like there is with etre, you have something called as letre huma. Letre huma means human being, like that. But
Okay. Okay.
not all verbs can. There'll be another technique to normalize them, but not the same one.
Okay.
Like here, you don't change them at all. Whereas for the normalization of other verbs, you'll need to change them a bit.
Hmm.
That's why they have grouped them all on the same page. OIR verbs. And this is the last page where you have to learn. So please take page at a time, learn it. Right now, don't think of its use as much. Think more along the lines that you're learning it, and maybe you can make a sentence or two so
Right
that for
examples.
yourself you are.
Hmm.
But don't go too much into detail for that. Then you have the verb croire. Again, croire is an irregular verb, and you have to learn it by heart. So it is crois, je crois, and it means to believe. To believe.
Trust. It is to trust them. To believe.
Croire more.
Croire.
Je
No?
crois means I believe that what you're saying is right. So I believe in that sense, or I believe you. Je te crois. I believe what you're saying. That. Were you asking in some other context?
Who, me?
No, one of you. No, someone made a sentence, but I'm not sure whether that will work with this.
No, I was trying to say, I mean, believe me. So
I
how
to
do we say
trust
that?
in someone. That way?
Yeah, I mean, believe
Yes.
me when you're trying to convince someone, persuade someone.
Yeah. You want to say crois moi like that. Yeah.
Croire
You
moi,
can.
right?
Yeah. Believe me. Yeah. Like that you can have croix and then moi. Believe me, this is the case. Then you have nous croyons, by has come, vous croyez, and elle croit. So wherever the y comes, pronunciation changes to y. So think of some pattern to remember them, because here if you see there is a pattern, the nu and the mu changing to the y. Then you have prendre. Prendre will be using a lot. I want to take a coffee. I can say je prends the café. That is the way the French normally talk. So now initially, if you see, it behaves like an RE verb. Remove the RE and add SS. Nothing. We have done no RE verbs. The day we did the IR verb.
We.
Yeah. So in that, what is the ending? SS, nothing. So
Yes.
initially, that is how it goes. Je prends, tu prends, il prend, elle prend. After that, the D disappears. Nous prenons, vous prenez, and in il and elle, there's an extra N. Il, elle, prennent. Pronunciation changes to prennent because there is a double N.
What does it mean, ma'am? To want.
To take.
Also, to take. Sorry. Yeah.
So at the restaurant and all you go na, normally they order in this way. Je veux du café, je prends du café. So I want some coffee, I take some coffee, or I'm taking some coffee. This is the way they will speak. So these are the verbs which are used very often.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Then you have connaître. Now this is to know. And this is to know
Someone.
a person. Yeah, someone. To know a person or a place.
Je connais Il.
Je le connais. That is direct object, it will come. So, je le connais.
Oh yes, je le connais.
I know him. Correct.
Yeah, that we have not done it yet. We'll do it.
Yeah. For example, je connais Premier Minister Narendra Modi. I know him.
Yeah.
So, if I know him personally, I can say, ah, je le connais. Like that.
You really know him personally?
I know. I would like to.
Yeah, everyone knows. Yeah.
So, now, the funny thing about connaître is, though it ends with RE, it is conjugated like an IR word. ISIS, ITIT, ISSONS, ISSEZ, ISSENT. Je connais, tu connais, il, elle connaît, nous connaissons, vous connaissez, il, elle connaissent. Anushka, can you do that? Je connais.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Je connais, tu connais, il connaît, elle connaît, on connaît, nous connaissons, vous connaissez, how to say, vous connaissez, ils connaissent, elles connaissent.
Correct. C'est bon. Then you have verb faire. Faire is used extensively to do any kind of activity. Whether you're playing sports or you're cooking or whatever you do, you can use faire. And we are going to use a lot of faire in unit 3. So the conjugation is je fais, tu fais, il, elle fait, nous faisons, vous faites. This is probably one of the very rare places where the vous conjugation does not end with an EZ. Otherwise, always the nu will end with ONS and vous will end with EZ, all conjugations. But very, very rare conditions are there. There are only 3 verbs, in fact, where the vous is not conjugated with an EZ ending. Okay, one is verb être. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes. And similarly, vous faites. Okay? And ils font, elles font. I'm not insisting faire too much right now. You don't have to memorize it now. We'll do it in unit 3. Then we come to s'appeler. This was the verb we started our lessons with.
To be called.
Yeah. So here, if you see, it has a s, and then it's appeler, and it's called as verb pronomino. Verb pronomino is also known as reflexive verbs. Reflexive verbs. There are some verbs in French. Are they there in Spanish also?
In German.
Sorry, German. In Spanish, I know they are there.
Yeah. Like the subject, when the subject does the action on himself.
Yes, but that we don't have in English. So I call myself. You call yourself. He calls himself. She calls herself. We call ourselves. You call yourself, and they call themselves. This again, we have a lesson dedicated to pronominal verbs, so we'll do it there. But here basically the conjugation of verb appeler is shown. Appeler ends with ER. So the endings are E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, ENT, ENT.
Like regular.
Sorry?
Like regular one.
Like regular verbs.
Yeah.
But it has a fourth last E. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the fourth last E, which creates a little bit of problem when you're doing pronunciation. So if you notice, je m'appelle with a double L, appelle, appelle. Nous appelons, vous appelez, il, appelle. Pronunciation is different. For nous, it's very silent. Nous appelons, vous appelez. But je m'appelle, tu t'appelles, il s'appelle, elle s'appelle, double L.
Won't we be pronouncing nous appelons, vous appelez? Won't we be pronouncing the S in nous and vous?
Like
the second nous and second.
Vous appelez. Yes. See, technically you're right. I mean, you have to. But then as you start speaking French, no, you tend to skip it.
Skip it.
Yeah, but I should have realized for you, I have to insist on it. Nous nous appelons, vous vous appelez, il s'appelle, elle s'appelle. C'est clair, this part? So
Yes.
appeler, please learn because then you know where your je m'appelle comes from. Comment tu t'appelles? Comment vous vous appelez?
Mhm.
Why is it double? Because it's a reflexive,
Pronoun.
reflexive verb.
But the middle thing we have.
Yeah, there
Double,
will be,
double.
we'll be discussing that in
Yeah.
detail. This is the reflexive pronoun over here.
Mhm.
You have two pronouns over here. One is your subject pronoun and the other is the,
Reflexive pronoun.
we'll discuss that in detail.
Mhm.
Then here, one more thing that we need to do is making the sentence imperative. So generally, what do you understand by an imperative sentence?
Like to
Order,
give an
command, request,
yes,
suggestion, advice.
yes, and only with second person.
So it's normally with second person, singular, second person, plural. And it's also with first person, plural. As in when in English, I want to say, let us.
Oh,
Let's do
okay,
something.
okay,
That
okay.
is also imperative. So we take the second person singular or the second person plural, or we take the first person plural. So only tu, nu, vu, no other subject pronoun. And we only use that without the subject. Parle, parlons, parlez. Speak, let us speak. And supposing I'm telling you all to speak, parlez. Speak. So in this case, we don't use the subject pronoun. But we can use the noun. No? I can say Dhruv, par. Still I'm giving an order or I'm urging you to do something. Dhruv, par. Or Dhruv and Anushka, parle. So that is still imperative because I'm not saying Dhruve, Anushka, woo, parle. I'm not saying it like a sentence. I'm saying it with a lot of emphasis. So there'll be an exclamation mark. So when I'm urging, commanding, requesting, I can use that. How do I do that? I take the tu, nu, vu form. Only in the ER verbs, in tu, you drop the S. Very silly thing to do. I don't know why they do it, but you have to drop it. So I think they just enjoyed making their language very complicated.
No. It's like
Because
that. It's
there
like
is
that.
no explanation for this. I don't have anything to say about it.
Yeah, some things have no explanation.
So here see again, verb ale is not an ER verb. It is the only word which ends with ER but is not an ER word. But here you still treat it in the same fashion. Tu va, va. But if I want to say go there, like I was telling you all the other day, go there. Then I put this S also, and then I say vazi, go there. Or you're standing outside the lift, I told you, and people want you to.
Right.
You say vazi, vazi. Why? Because now they feel va and e is creating a phonetic clash. So va e is very difficult to say. So they get back the S and they say vazi, alezi. Go
At
on.
their
go
own
on.
convenience.
Their own convenience. I have a big like problem with that because why did they drop the S? What was the need? And then to top it off, in the IR verbs, they will not drop. In the RE verbs, they don't want to drop. So why do you drop it in an ER verb? Like here, to fini, fini. So you're not finished your work and I say, fini le devoir Satyajit. Fini le devoir Anushka. Finish your work. But the S is not dropped. Similarly, soar. Go out of the room. Soar de la class. But the S is not dropped. So any which way the S is not being pronounced, why do you want to drop it? Okay. Now there are 4 verbs which are an exception. So please star mark them. Etra. The imperative of etra is soi, soyon, and soye. Can you make a sentence with this? Be something.
Yes. Yes. Soyez patience.
Oui. Soye, yeah. Soye.
Can we say that?
Patient. That is the adjective. Be patient.
Yes.
Soyez patient. Soyez calm. Soyez tranquille. So be calm. So this way you can use it to advise. And similarly, you can star mark avoir. If être there, then how can avoir miss it? So avoir. And this is a, ayon, aye. A, ayon, aye.
Ayah, courage.
Oui. A courage, ayon courage, aye courage. Correct. Have courage. And two more.
Etashat. Can I say etashat?
As in, etashat, as in, have.
Just a second. I myself got confused. No. I'm sorry.
And yeah, there are two more over here, which you can star mark.
Ma'am. Can
Yeah.
we say Jetashat? I have
Yeah.
your cat.
I have J ton sha. J ton sha. I have your cat. Yeah, but then that is a normal sentence.
That is not imperative, right?
That's not imperative. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So we'll have to
Then-
use the word can and then can I have or may I have. No, even that would be.
No. Just
No, this is
order.
like a very like a wise man giving you advices. Only then you will use
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Have
Okay.
patience. Have faith in God.
Ma'am, can it be something like have it your way?
No, that have it your way. That same sentence doesn't exist in French. It's
So
like
in-
face a couture. Face that will go with fair. Many of the avoir sentences in that have sentences are actually with fair. No, it's that we only have patience, have faith in God. So there is a saying, like always they'll say na something like that. So it's like a foi en Dieu. Have faith in God.
So in imperative, we don't use the subject itself, basically,
Yeah,
just the
that's all.
verb and the object.
It's like you're urging someone to do something.
Hmm.
Then savoir has its own this sash, sachon, sachet. Can you tell me some sentence?
Charge, français.
Sash, sachon, sash.
Sasha. Okay,
Yeah.
Sasha, français.
Sachon français. No, that is actually a pronoun français. Let us learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To know, na, like to go into the depth, okay, fine. But knowledge wise, if I'm thinking, normally we say like this. Sachant, we use this like that. Sachant la vérité. Let's get to know the truth. So much news is being circulated. Let's get to know the truth. Vérité, vérité. Sachant la vérité. Normally, other than this, I can't think of much about Sachant. Then is vouloir. Now in vouloir, si pas utiliser means it's not used. This one is not used and only veuillez is used. And I told you veuillez is like s'il vous plaît. It's like formal announcements. Remember that? Veuillez is always used for formal announcements and it means s'il vous plaît, please. Please sit down, please take your seat. Please wait for the train to come. Please do not stand near the platform or on the edge of the platform. All these announcements will never have a s'il vous plaît in them. They'll always have veuillez. Or even any letter you're writing, formal letter, please sir, I want a leave or something. Then you will use veuillez. You will never use s'il vous plaît. And so if you're doing something formal, then the to form does not come into picture. That's why we don't use the imperative for to. And the new form is also not. We cannot request ourselves to please do something. So though it exists, it's never used. So that's about the imperative. Too much of grammar, huh, today?
No, it was fun. It was fun.
Yes. So verbs, page-wise, just keep regularly doing it. Sometimes you'll feel I've done it, but then you'll forget it. Now tell me on this page, which are the ones we have finished? The first one I know we have not finished. So let's do revision of the gender, le gendre et le nombre des noms. So you're going to make this into masculine, feminine. Quel est le féminin et le pluriel de un propriétaire? Property owner. So what will be the femina? Une propriétaire, and the e will stay as it is. And when they become plural, what will you write?
S.
Add an S.
Yeah. So this is for homework exercise. It's very simple, straightforward. Parler, parler, regarder. Forget this now. This is a group activity. Then le genre et le nombre, the adjective. Okay, here we have some new adjectives also. Adjectives also change as per number and gender. Some have been given over here. Breton, Breton. See, Breton is a region in France. So if you're from that region and if you're a boy, then you're Breton. Like I'm a Maharashtrian, you're a Gujarati, Breton. If you're from particular region. And if you're a girl, then you're Breton. And if you're talking about plural, nous sommes Breton, then S. Then magnifique is magnificent, doesn't change in feminine. In plural, will get an S. Ron, ronde, round. Grand, grand. Okay, this means big or tall. Big or tall. Petit, small or short. Petite. So in the first case, we say petit, and in the second case, we say petite. So je suis petit means it's a boy speaking. Je suis petit, I'm short. And je suis petite is a girl speaking who is short. Lumineux, well lighted. And lumineuse. So depends on the noun that it is talking about. The room is very well lighted. If the room, in that room, I want to say le salon. Le salon est lumineux, but la chambre est lumineuse. Because salon is masculine and chambre is feminine. That's why even the adjective will change. Okay. Say Claire.
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 Okay, and here some hints are given. If it ends with on, make it onne. If it ends with eux, make it euse. Hints to make them feminine. Make the adjectives feminine. Let's try a few. Some new ones are there over here. Choisissez l'adjectif qui convient pour compléter le texte. So choose the most suitable. Yeah. Une étude montre que what kind of study? A study shows that. Okay, this is number wise, so you have to just choose this or this. Une étude récente or récente. A recent study shows that. Which one will you choose?
The second one.
Yeah, because
It's
une and
The one with
etude
E.
is feminine.
All of you agree with, Dhruv? Okay. Satyajit, do you agree?
Hello.
Satyajit, which one will fit over here? Une étude récente or récente?
Récente, feminine.
Feminine. A recent study shows that montre que les Français préfère habiter dans une dash maison. Dans une
Petite.
Petite maison.
maison
Petite. Second one.
avec, oui, c'est bon. Avec un dash jardin.
The first one. Joli.
Yeah.
Joli. Avec un joli jardin.
Joli. Joli.
A pretty or a beautiful garden. Okay, avec un joli jardin. Il aime les habitations dash.
The plural one.
Sorry. Désolé.
The first one, ma'am.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, this is nerf
No.
as in not nine,
No.
na? It's new. Same word, different meaning. Satyajit, which one do you say? Anushka?
I think the second one, but I'm not sure.
No, I agree. It's no. Les habitations, talking about the housing. Now just remember one rule I had told you, that if the word ends with E, it will be feminine. And if it doesn't, then we'll put it in the exception list. Now take it flat that all words ending in tion are feminine. All words in French which end with tion, shun, they are all feminine. So, il aime les habitations. Now it is no. They like new housing. So they don't like the ancient type of housing. They like the new type of houses. This one is clear?
Yeah.
Now this is another homework for you. You have to make a small description of your neighbor. But rather than neighbor, I will prefer if you make an description either like for example, in case of Dhruv, you can do the description of my farm, my wife, then either that or my pair, my father, my mother, someone, but physical characteristics. So they have given it over here on similar lines. Il est grand if he is tall. Il est petit if he is short. Il a les cheveux blonds, noirs, marron, brun. Il a les yeux, which color? Ses yeux sont magnifiques. Il est charmant, he is charming. Now, if it's a girl, then make them all feminine. Okay, so one person in your friend circle or family circle who is masculine and one person who is feminine. Make two descriptions. The reason being, in the oral interviews, they ask you to describe somebody, either your wife or your friend or your best friend or your mother or your father. Just one standard description is there is also good enough to get you those marks. Okay? So that is another homework. Two people you have to describe in your near circle. Okay, some prepositions. This is very simple. Just share. Okay, let's you all read, no? Anushka, read the first one.
Yes, ma'am. J'ai cherché un...
Don't say J, huh? The moment you say J, it's J apostrophe AI.
AI.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Je cherchais un...
Je cherche
un
logement.
Logement. What is...
Dash grande ville.
Yeah. Une grande ville.
Which one are you choosing? A or do?
Ma'am, I think do.
Do. Do is the correct answer. Okay, much of explanation is not there. Some things you just have to memorize. Next one, Dhruv. C'est vrai? Is it true?
C'est vrai. Il habite. Il habite encore ses parents.
At his parents' house.
Sur.
Shares, I think so.
Sur is in, right?
No, sur is on.
On, okay, no. So
Yeah, this is she. Actually, where the A graph comes, we replace it with she if it is person related.
Okay.
Chez ses parents. Okay, Satyajit, numero 3, on va. I have a feeling we have done this. On va, Satyajit is not there. I think he lost connection. On va dash la terrace. Do you remember doing this too? We are going into the terrace. So
I was anyway absent during the prepositions, ma'am.
okay. Anushka, what would you suggest? Going to the terrace?
Sur
Sur
on.
la terrace.
Sur la terrace, because terrace is an open space. So sur, on it. Dhruv, tu viens? No, no. Please read it.
Tu viens? No. Je préfère rester
Mm-hmm.
ma chambre. Basically, is it like go somewhere? You're going somewhere?
No, you want to come? No, I prefer to
rest
stay
at
back.
home.
Yeah.
Right. So this is chez.
Chez, but chez moi होगा तो ठीक है, but ma chambre.
तो dans हो जाएगा.
Dans ma chambre. In my house. Okay. And rester is not to rest. Rester is to stay back. Okay. It's a false friend. There is another word for rester. Then Anushka.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, il achète, regarde, then dash le lit. So, sous le lit.
Sulali, correct. Sulali. So see, here we have used imperative. Who Elisha? Where is the cat? Go see below the or under the bed. Okay, so Sulali. So you have to complete this page. Don't do this one. 6th one you don't do. But you can definitely do the 7th one. I don't know how, maybe it's the other class.
What is the page number?
This is page numero 47.
47.
Okay. Relier les deux elements. Relier means match the column basically. 2 elements of each. These are like 2 columns. So let's try this. State of prayer. What can be the answer from here? State of prayer.
Mami, can you please repeat once? Your voice was breaking for me.
Yeah. I said match the column. For the first one, state of prayer. From the second batch, what will you pick up?
Benno c'est mon père.
Si, yeah. Benno c'est mon père.
Bano, c'est mon père. No.
My father.
Yeah, that's my father. Bano is just an exclamatory way of saying no.
So the question was, is it your brother? And you said, no. It is my father.
Numéro 2, voici vos clés.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, here are your keys. Oh, merci beaucoup. Then third one. Leur enfants sont très sages. Sage means wise, or it can also mean mature, sensible.
Oui, at aussi très police. They are also polite.
Yeah, aussi très poli. Now look at this word sage. The original word is S-A-G-E and enfant, plural, so sage is also plural. Similarly, poli, P-O-L-I, and then enfant, so S is also added. Okay, très bien. Et numéro 4, oh zut, oh shit, ma parapluie. So, oh zut is the first bad word you're learning now.
Oui, mais il arrivait dans 5 minutes.
Okay, parapluie, not your fault. Parapluie is your umbrella. So umbrella we have done now one. And it's a masculine word, so please make sure it's there in your list.
Exception.
So here is, oh zoot, My paraplu. I forgot my paraplu. So the answer is na tankiyetpa. Tankiyette is an ER verb and it means to worry. And here we are doing an imperative negative. Do not worry. Do
Okay.
not worry. The rain is going to stop. Do not worry. The rain. And the last one. Tes amis sont en retard. And then you say, oui, mais ils arrivent dans 5 minutes. But they will arrive in 5.
Your friends are.
Sont en retard.
I did not understand the last word, Ratar.
Yeah, retard means late. And that is a phrase, it's called as être en retard.
Okay, so yeah, they will come here in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So you can just note it down. Être en retard means to be late. Last thing of the day. Then être en avance is to be early, to reach early. And être à l'heure means to be on time. So always it goes with être. To be to arrive early, to arrive late, to be on time. Être en retard, être en avance, être à l'heure. So we stop here. So you have to finish page 47 exercises for homework. You know which ones to do. 1, 3, 4, 5, omit 6 and do the 7th one, not the 8th one. You can omit the 8th one. Alors, c'est fini. Okay, so the next class, it's on Thursday next class.
Yes.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Bonne soirée.
Bonne soirée.
Ajwadi.
Yeah.